Hi everyone. In this video, we are going to see about the retrofitting of the existing IC engine to the EVs. So let us detailedly discuss this particular process in this full video. So let us move to the next slide. So why retrofitting is important? So as we all know, there are many challenges here, especially in India. When we take Delhi, there is a lot of a pollution, and if we take global level, you can see that there is a lack of fossil fuels, and we are yet to change or we are looking for an alternative source for an automobile to run efficiently without any lapse like our IC engine. So now the better choice for the people to adopt automobile is the EV. Okay, so when we compare to conventional IC engine, this EV, it reduces the pollution, and the operation is very silent, and the operating cost of the particular vehicle is also low. Okay, so for this purpose it is necessary for the people to adopt into the EVs, but the challenge is that many people are already existingly they are using the EVs, I mean IC engine, right? So changing themselves immediately it is not possible. So retrofitting it is one of the process where we can change the existing IC engine to a EV by just removing the powertrain from the IC engine and fitting the batteries and motors instead of that, and replacing some control system components. We can finally convert the IC engine to the electrical vehicles. So this vehicle retrofitting process, it involves the complete transformation of the normal IC engine to the EV vehicles by replacing the engine and drivetrain with the electrical components like batteries, the control systems where the power electronics involved, and the motor for running the vehicles. So in India, there is a standard for this particular vehicle retrofitting process, and many startups have been formed in India in order to retrofit the vehicle from IC engine to EVs. So these are some companies that are doing retrofitting process: Alti Green, Duriel Motors in Haryana, ETO Mobile Automobiles, and Go Green BOV. So these are some of the companies that are doing retrofitting process in India. So in this slide, we'll discuss about the retrofitting process and the legal frameworks. So the first is the vehicle eligibility check, the process. So here we need to verify the vehicle with the eligibility with the age limits, because there are many vehicles which is we used to see the fitness of the vehicle by obtaining the fitness certificate from the government. If it is very old vehicle, then it should be considered for the retrofitting process. It will be not be that much good to convert that particular IC engine to EV. So vehicle under 15 years will be approved for the retrofitting process, and selected appropriate type retrofit kit can be used for retrofitting the vehicle to EV. And also there is some document process like submitting the form 22C part 1 to register the authority for the convention permission, and also the complete vehicle retrofitting at authorized center, and then update the registration documents with the electric fuel endorsement for the legal complaint. So these are some process that need to be followed to officially retrofit the vehicle from IC engine to EV, and making it to use in a practical application in day-to-day life. So this is some cost analysis. So normally this particular IC engine, this conversion in terms of car, it costs 3 lakhs to 11 lakhs. You should note one important point here. Normally the EV, the production cost or this particular conversion cost is high, because we are new to that, right? But the operating cost of the EV when we compare to the IC engine is very low. Okay, so 60% of cost can be saved in the operating cost when you compare to the IC engine. So the range will be 320 kilometers. And there is some environmental and economic benefits. So the environmental benefits include it reduces the pollution, and it make independent from the dependence on the fossil fuels and policy alignments. And also the industry growth also has been can be obtained for with this retrofitting process. So challenges main is the main challenge that we faced is the policies and the standards are not up to the mark or are not a clear standard for our country demand or the global demand. So we need to frame a good policy and future opportunities. If it's standardized and we are making retrofitting the every vehicle, then the state like Delhi can survive from the pollution and make it as a pollution free state. It reduces the pollution from the vehicles. Okay, so the real world impact, the Delhi CNG success, the do real motor achievements, it's just a roadmap. So commercial fleet impact and urban mobility solutions. So here the Delhi CNG retrofit program for buses and auto rickshaws dramatically reduces the pollution, because in case of Delhi the pollution is one of the main important problem, and automobile contributes mainly to that particular pollutions. So first they introduce CNG where they reduces somehow the pollution from the Delhi, and then the Dow Real Motors, one of the retrofitting company, successfully retrofitted over 1,000 vehicles, including the popular models like Tata Ace and Maruti Echo, where the pollution has significantly reduced. And they tried for the commercial. So commercial, the Altrain Green company, it significantly improves the fleet in the sense the collection of vehicles like in bus depot, lorry depot, etc. An urban mobility solution is just it retrofits the EV bikes so that pollution has been drastically reduced in cars, autos, bikes, and even in the commercial vehicles. So this retrofitting process, it bridges to the future. So by this particular, if we do this particular retrofitting process in a mass production manner, we can make it as a cost effective one. And by collaborating with the policymakers, the consumers, manufacturers, we can design, we can finalize in the way of having a fruitful retrofitting of conventional vehicle to EVs. And through that we can add a sustainable development to our nation. So that's all about this retrofitting process. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you.